In addition to what you just said, there are little problems that our people are not looking at. For example, as trivial and as banal as throwing a nylon on the floor to leave a dirt on the ground. I just wrote an article recently about how clean environment, the way you cut your flowers, the garden at home, the way the trees are planted, the way the environment is green, the way the painting of the house, the size, every single details can play on your mental health.
Sure.
If your environment is clean, a clean environment is capable of reducing crime in a community. Ghettos, for example, if you can be able to change ghettos, change them, give them gardens so that children can be able to play, so that other people can, so that they will see their home as a heaven, crime will reduce. So these are some of the things we are ignoring as a people. Burning of tires, for example, I wrote an article recently about burning of tires. You walk in Nigeria, you die mysteriously. Yeah. Today, life cycle of average male in Nigeria is between 45 to 55. That means if you're up to 45 years old as a male, your life is expired. You are just a corpse, a cadaver walking on the street. The only thing remaining for you is just for one day and die. Why? Because our air is polluted through the cars, the kind of pollution we are releasing in the atmosphere. Those tires during protests that Sowore is organizing, NSAS and all those things, those tires that they are burning on the street, the thing people are inhaling and it's poisoning their lungs. It's poisoning it. The air is polluted. Those dirty cars, the dirty petrol we're using, those people that are going to steal petrol in Niger Delta, using some kind of modular refinery to refine dirty crude. They would refine them. It will not be even good. They will just push them and people will just load them into their cars, use them. We are our own problem, not just the government, but we, the trivial things, the stupid things that would not even pay attention to are the things that is killing us as a people today. So what do you think is the right thing for us to do as Nigerians today to start fixing things? Because you just made a few suggestions already, how we can be able to change our mind. But when you speak like that, people will be wondering, how can I just change my mind? It's easy. The way you say it sounds easy, but how can I start changing my mind? Okay, let's say I decide to not just borrow money for my wedding, or let's say I decide to wait, for example, give my father the money to do all those things. But what other things can you suggest to people to do in their own collective capacity? Because I told somebody recently, I said Nigeria need 1.2 million turkey meat. Turkey meat like this, 1.2 million. It needs at least 50,000 farmers that can be able to produce this capacity, 1.2 million turkey. So if you are listening to me, you have to go back into your house if you have a garden and start farming turkey and be able to sell so that you can be able to fill up the vacuum meat that is lacking in the country. I told somebody, I said Nigeria needs at least 10 million goat meat. We don't even have up to that number. 10 million that is going to feed like 200 million people. That is not even enough. So I say if you're listening to me, you can go be able to start rearing goat in the back of your house, 2, 3, 5, 20 goat, set up a barn for them, go into YouTube, look for videos and start farming. That is to say, if you have your degree and they cannot employ you, if you are waiting for the government to employ you, just create a job for yourself. Don't wait for you to be employed, but create jobs for yourself. That's what I was telling you to do. If you're into tailoring, you can look for contracts for marriages and for weddings and other stuff and create those. Use your talents to be able to grow. Not everyone will be employed in the office. There are a lot of people with degrees that are in their houses and they're not doing anything. I tell them that you can start from somewhere. If you cannot farm, if you don't have money to start something, start by planting trees. Like I wrote an article last week too. I told people, I said you can plant plantain in the back of your house, plant banana, plant pawpaw, plant cashew, plant mango, plant anything. Make a garden at the back of it. I said, be productive.
Yeah. Just like I was discussing with some group of people, I told them, one of our greatest problems in Nigeria is that we take time. We invest more of our time to discuss our problem. We don't talk about solution. Some of those leaders, people who Nigerian citizens do hear their voice, people who have followers, whether you like it or not, or anyhow by how, you see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have a lot of followers.
Yes, millions of them.
He has a lot of followers. But I think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would do more better if he can repattern his strategy into education.
Yes. Empowerment.
Not talking about the problem, but giving solution. Because if you listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all the messages. It's not giving solution.
Mm.
But it will provoke everybody.
Mm.
But it's not discussing solution.
Mm.
Showore comes up to call for protest. But it's not defining the protest.
Exactly.
It's not educating the people something about this protest.
Mm.
That is the reason many protests has been held in Nigeria, but it comes at no result.
Yes.
You see people like Asari Dokubo. You see, he shout and shout and shout, but if you check very well with all the shout, it makes no sense.
No sense.
It makes no sense. But I think if all of these people like Owazurike, these are people who just take advantage of angry youths. Instead of educating them with knowledge, they just empower those youths with anger, and many of them killed themselves. So until the Nigerian people begin to discuss about solution, talk less of our problem, then we'll begin to fix some certain things correct. It takes a man who knows his problem to find solution.
That is true. Yes.
When you don't know your problem, what solution are you looking for? Then it becomes so stupid for a man to discover his problem, but cannot offer himself solution.
Solution.
Because the man becomes stupid. So I think the time has come for us to stop all this ranting here and there, creating a propaganda. I told somebody, I said, there is difference between propaganda and news.
Yes.
There is difference between propaganda and informations, correct informations.
Yes.
Propaganda are extracts from original. Just as I'm discussing with you. If I live here, I go to tell people that I met you face to face. Both of us was one-on-one. We shake hand each other. That is lie. That is where Nigeria are killing themselves more. We are building our strength on lies. And that is why we cannot stand in the test of time. And that is why these old people, these old leaders, will never leave the seat. Because the youth are living a confused life. Now, how do we begin to fix all of this problem? I think we need to start by educating the people with the right information. Debunking every fake news and propagandas. Telling things the way it is. Sharing the right information. Sharing opportunity. Now, I tell you this truth. Do you know the same Nigerians who are crying? We are crying that we all are suffering. But among us crying, if you go in media today, if 10% of information about opportunity is shared on media, 7 is scam. 7 is scam. 2 is propaganda. 1, only 1% is true. That is why it is very hard to see it.
And you know one thing, in addition to what you just said now, I noticed that Nigerians are addicted to bad news about the country. They want, most of them, they want bad news. They want to hear that, oh, the economy is doing bad. Oh, this is doing bad. Oh, this is doing bad. Then you see they will share it.
This is brainwash. Do you know, I met somebody who was telling his white wife, he was telling the lady, Nigeria is a stupid country. The government is useless. After telling all of this, I met them on Facebook. So the wife was chatting with me. The wife said, I see you campaigning for better Nigeria. Start educating the people that they need to come together and build strength together. Because my husband will always talk bad about Nigeria. And tomorrow he want me to follow him to Nigeria. How can I go with him? You see, this is how they create the problem for themselves as well.
For themselves, yes.
They just put, this is brainwash. This is how their mind is set. It's a program. They just put it in them. Nigeria is a bad country. The government is useless. The government is this. Yes, of course, we know our government is really bad. Our government is bad. But if our government is bad, our government can never be bad 100%. Anytime you use the word 100% for somebody, that means you yourself is wrong.
Yes.
Nobody can be bad 100% because the person you are condemning now have somebody that is good to.
That is true. That is true. Yes.
I told somebody, I said, how do you feel when some group of people will come and tell you Muhammad Buhari is a good leader? Is the best president that Nigeria has ever produced. Because the government of Muhammad Buhari did not favor you, what do? You say, who said? I tell the person, say the same thing. Just like I talk about, if I talk about Uche Mefo, if I say Uche Mefo is stupid, the members of IPOB will say, confirm, he's a stupid man, he's a dead man. You see, this is just brainwash. Then when I talk about Mazin Nandikanu, the same people who praised me just now will say, are you mad? Why will you say so? It's just about mindset. You understand me now? So when we talk about Nigeria, I think the time to fix a better Nigeria, we start by our attitude. When we begin to fix the right attitude in every Nigeria, it takes the attitude from inside of us to reflect outside of us and reflect in the country.
So what is that attitude? Are you encouraging people to be more pessimistic? Are you encouraging people to think?
First of all, first of all, we must accept Nigeria as our country. First, the foundation of a better Nigeria for tomorrow, we must accept Nigeria with a great pride. Nigeria is our country.
You are saying this and you're an Igbo man. This is incredible.
I'm an Igbo man. We must accept Nigeria with all pride. Now, number one. Number two, every single Nigerian should begin to ask themselves, what good can I do in Nigeria? This is the brainwash or mindset every American have. That is why you see every single American will always say, what can I do for my country? You can never see American citizens say, what can my country give me? We expect too much from Nigeria. That is why Nigeria is bad. We expect too much. Every one of us, our problem, we just put it on Nigeria. If Nigeria good, your problem is solved. Who told you? Who told you? No. Your ability to solve your problem reduce the problem of Nigeria.
That is it. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Simple like this. Your ability. Your ability to build it. Now, just imagine our people. God has blessed our youth. God has blessed Nigerian youth. In the whole world, our youth are recognized. Many foreigners want to get attached to Nigerian youth. In marriage, in friendship, they want Nigerian youth. Why? There is a lifestyle we live. The whole world don't live it. We are caring people. But do you know, over one night, the same Nigerian youth who is crying that his country is bad and useless, God has blessed him. Over one night, he will pop champagne and spend 2 million, whereas 500,000 can give them boyhole in their community. In America today, there are some certain things you see in America, you think, oh, this is the government. No, it is not the government. The citizens are contributing to the country.
Exactly. Tell me about the 5 people the 5 men who built America. The JP Morgan, they are John D. Rockefeller, all these, they are Vanderbilt.
They refer to them.
These are private citizens.
They refer to them as their fathers.
They are founding fathers. What can you do?
Nigeria, even in our community, we don't want to be we don't want to be good leaders to our community. Those boys pumping champagne, spending 1 million, 2 million for one night, just a night. Why some workers will work for 1 year, they won't have that kind of money. For 1 year, they can't save such amount of money. Somebody will burn it at just one night sitting. Where that kind of money, there are some areas that money will give you 5 boreholes. standard 5 boreholes.
But that money is useless on drinks.
All of this is we are waiting for the government to do that. Why we are wasting our own time. A girl of 18 years, a girl of 18 years, it is an act of corruption for you to take up 500,000, buy phone for the girl. Where you know this girl came from a poor family.
Yes.
And the father with 500,000, the father will give this girl a good education. The father can also survive in that 500,000. You go and buy phone for that girl because you want to talk to the girl. These are some of the things we created for ourselves. Let's stop it. To fix Nigeria, you know that thing that is bad, stop it. That is the simple answer. Because if you want to begin to narrate this and narrate that, you begin to create more time. That is, it is a waste of talk.
Exactly.
If you know what is bad, stop it.
Stop it.
Nigeria, there are some certain things we call enjoyment, but they are not.
They are not. They're even harmful to our health. Yes.
Now, this, when you talk about our government, I told somebody, I said, look, it takes a better citizens to produce a better government. Our government are not spirit. They did not fall from up.
Yes.
They were once like us.
Yes,
with
they were.
With this bad character. That is how they go into the government and they continue the life.
Yes.
Our government is trading on the system higher because now they're on the higher side.
Yes.
But when they were like us, they were doing it on the low key. A man who joins court to treat his brother's fuck up with cutlass. If he becomes a governor tomorrow, what will he do?
Exactly.
He will treat fuck up with guns. A man, all these characters are with us.
Yes.
Bad government is inside of us. The government you see today is the government that Nigeria produce. But out of suffering, we feel that we are every other person. It's wrong.
Somebody that's listening to us will ask you that what are you doing, or what am me that I'm talking with you? What are you doing personally to fix Nigeria on your level?
I think anybody who is asking that is not asking a bad question. By the grace of God, I started this initiative. I've been able to put a lot of Nigerians together, and many of them begin to believe now that we can all fix Nigeria together.
Okay.
And a lot of them now have been able to begin to contribute their quota. The leaders of this initiative, none of them is paid. All of them are doing it from their willing full heart based on the understanding that we can fix Nigeria. Okay. Our coordinators in Nigeria, they are one of the best in the whole world. No, we don't pay anybody. Everybody, you just know what is good, do it. And that is what we are doing in this initiative. And that is our own fight. We are doing everything possible to see that we bring humanity together, contribute our best.
Okay, so in this should be our last final point. What will you say to the Nigerian government right now if peradventure this video gets beyond our control or fall into the hands of other medias or any leader that we get to listen? What will be your message? Because right now you took your time to speak to our citizens. What would you say to our leaders?
Honestly, our leaders, they are not doing well. More especially our government, they are not doing well. I think the time has come for our government to begin to have a rethinking, understanding that the life they live today will live after them. Every government who don't have the people at heart will end up his government without history. It takes a good government, a government that understands that he came to serve the people and do it right. Such governor, such presidency are the people who create history. Bad government don't have history. Because anytime you remember them, you say, God forbid.
Okay.
You hate them. But it takes a good government. Our government should understand the life they are living today will soon end someday. Will end someday. So they should give their best in service, because their best will speak for them after service.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sir
Thank you
Wilson
very much.
Henry Chukwudi. This is very fantastic. I hope we can be able to have you more on this. And I think we have a lot to talk. I could feel it in your mind that you wanted to talk, address certain particular topics, especially when it comes to all the rebel rusa, all these our show warrior and all these things.
Yes,
but I think that would be
on that. I think on that I have a lot of things to share with the people. Though it may be provocating to many people, but I think we will take our time to feast that. Yeah. I want to say some things that when you hear, you will even blow your mind. Let's take our time.
So today we took our time to put this thing to the public, where we're giving solution on how to fix this. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your patience. When we started, the internet was a little bit shady, but we meeting, we call and all those things. But yet here we are. I take this interview very, very important, because this video you're seeing today will stand as a judgment against you tomorrow. Every single thing you say. This is history in making, because the things you say are in record. That's what most people do not know. If you want to break your land, the thing will come back and face you in the future. If you want the unity, it will come back and face you in the future. These things are going to be in record. So we're going to see. So thank you so much. We'll see how we're going to have next time. I don't know, next weekend. You tell me your availability. We can be able to fix another meeting and come back here and discuss some of the provocative topic that will wake our youth. And thank you so much for your program, for your initiative. I look forward to working more with you. So thank you so much, Sharp.
God bless you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.